Hi Kangen family, my name is Curtis Goble and welcome to this week's Kangen Snippet. Last week we talked about how a lady called me up and says, hey, I want to buy an Enagic Ionizer. I had a knockoff one and it didn't work. It did not do what I wanted it to do. In fact, it totally plugged up, stopped working. It was only 4 or 5 years old. And she called to get a new one because it has a lifetime warranty, but they changed the model number. This model is a 9200 from Life. They don't make these anymore. In 4 years, they don't make this anymore. They changed it to an M9, so it has a whole new model number, a whole new name. So what I want to talk to you about today is actually the flow rate. Now, this is the craziest thing ever because I want to show you some things that are just so obvious that people do not understand and they don't look at. So according to their paperwork, so here's their paperwork from the Life, okay? It says right here, this machine has an automatic flow control system. So one of the biggest complaints this lady had when I got this, I says, well, what happened? She says, it just stopped working. And then I hooked this machine up, I hooked the ST50 up, and I turned on the water, and it was a fast flow rate. And she goes, wow, that is really nice. And I says, so did the other one not produce very fast water? She goes, oh no, it was just a little tiny trickle. And then I was thinking, wow. So when I pulled this apart, I need to show you this. In all of their inlet and their outlet hoses, this is the size of their hose. I want you to see this. Can you see the size of that hose? Okay, I'm kind of shaking a little bit. So that's the size of it. Here's the crazy part. For an Enagic hose, this is the size of our hose. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to get it a little closer. So look, this is the size of ours. This is the size of the competitors. Look at the size difference between the two. Oh my gosh, it is insane. Of course they have an automatic flow control system. You know what it is? They have the hoses so small it hardly lets any water in there at all. Her biggest complaint was it only has a little tiny trickle. It took forever to fill up a glass of water. It is insane to me. You know what? These machines, it is just crazy what they tell the people. They compare themselves to ours. There is no comparison whatsoever. If you want the best, if you want the absolute best flow rate and the highest pH, Enagic is the only way to go. Next week, we're going to talk about how these things can actually leak. My name is Curtis Goble, and that is this week's Kangen Snippet.